Psychological facts about people. Welcome to the Encrypted Knowledge channel. Today we will talk about psychological facts about people. You change for two reasons. Either you learn enough that you want to, or you hurt enough that you have to. Women with a higher IQ have more difficulty finding a partner. Research has found that good relationships are more important for a long life than exercise. Don't let yourself be controlled by three things: people, money, or past experiences. 70% of your dream contains a secret message. Psychology says that pretending to be happy when you're in pain is just an example of how strong you are as a person. Music changes the way we think and perceive the world. Falling in love has a neurological effect, similar to getting high on cocaine. Optimistic beliefs about the future can protect people from physical and mental illnesses. Atelophobia is the fear of being forgotten or ignored. Holding hands with someone you love can alleviate physical pain as well as stress and fear. Volunteers are significantly more satisfied with their lives than non-volunteers. If you exercise moderately, the risk of catching a cold or flu and having a particularly severe form of infection decreases. Women who prefer to have more male friends than female friends are happier, healthier, and tend to live longer. Your brain does more creative work when you're tired. People who are very close can read each other's minds. People who constantly watch crime TV shows overestimate the frequency of crime in the real world. People with low self-esteem tend to try and humiliate others. Seeing others positively reveals our positive traits, while seeing others negatively reveals our negative traits. Psychology says you get depressed because you know you're not what you should be. Opposites don't attract. You are more likely to be attracted to someone who looks and thinks like you. Memories distort over time. The average person has at least one false memory. About 80% of human conversation in groups is complaining. People don't always need advice. Sometimes, all they need is a hand to hold, an ear to listen, and a heart to understand. It seems we ignore those who adore us and pay more attention to those who ignore us. Depression is the result of overthinking. The mind creates problems that didn't even exist. Be careful who you share your weakness with. Some people can't wait for the opportunity to use it against you. Being with happy people makes you happier. Convincing yourself that you slept well tricks your brain into thinking you did. Intelligent people underestimate themselves, while ignorant people think they are brilliant. Humor is associated with intelligence and honesty, which is why most women tend to be attracted to men with a sense of humor. When you recall a past event, you remember the last time you remembered it. Children who then you can process. Your unconscious knows it first. Our mind has the ability to detect and feel danger. If your instinct tells you something is wrong, never ignore that feeling. You are wired for imitation and empathy. The size of our close bond group is 150 people. Our reaction to a situation literally has the power to change the situation itself. Bite-sized pieces of information are the best. If you don't challenge yourself, you'll never realize what you can be. People assume it's you, not the situation. Even the illusion of progress is motivating. Your mind wanders 30% of the time. The best person in your life is the one that comes after reading this sentence. Your most vivid memories are wrong. People with sarcastic personalities tend to be more honest with friends. The way we talk to our children becomes their inner voice. School doesn't test your intelligence, it tests your memory. Emotional pain is remembered more than physical pain and has a greater effect on your behavior. The more uncertain you are, the more you dig in and defend your ideas. People with creative minds tend to have more difficulty falling asleep at night. They prefer staying up later. Your mind rewrites the monotonous speech of boring people to make it sound more interesting. We are biologically wired to cling to what is familiar. That's why we hold on to things even if they are bad for us. Your favorite song is likely your favorite because you associate it with an emotional event in your life. Too much stress literally freezes and temporarily shuts down the human brain. The type of music you listen to affects how you perceive the world. Pain is often confused with anger 85% of the time. A person is not really angry with you but disappointed. Romantic love is biochemically indistinguishable from having a severe obsessive-compulsive disorder. 90% of people will text things they could never say in person. Phobias can be memories passed down through generations in DNA, according to new research. People tend to value memories more than real people. Sometimes you miss the memories, not the actual person. The brain treats rejection as physical pain. If you want to know where your heart is, look where your mind goes when it wanders. 68% of people suffer from phantom vibration syndrome, the sensation that the phone is vibrating when it's not. Usually, people with the best advice are the ones with the most problems. Today's average high schooler has the same level of anxiety as the average psychiatric patient in the early 1950s. Someone who easily gets angry over silly things unconsciously desires to be loved. Your brain now processes a text smiley as a real smile. Religious practices like prayer and attending services are associated with lower levels of psychological distress. When a person cries and the first tear comes from the right eye, it's happiness, and the left eye is pain. Alarms don't necessarily wake you up, they startle you, causing panic that disrupts your sleep state, which is unhealthy. No one born blind has developed schizophrenia. Women are naturally better liars than men, and are also better at detecting lies. People who speak 2 languages can unconsciously change their personality when they switch languages. Psychology says announcing your goal makes you less likely to achieve it. That's because when you tell someone your goal, it chemically satisfies your brain in a similar way to completing the goal. Your decisions are more rational when you think in another language. Always choose the option that scares you the most because that's the one that will help you grow. Studies of human behavior suggest that a person who loses their cell phone experiences a panic similar to a near-death experience. Sometimes those who don't socialize much aren't actually antisocial, they just have no tolerance for drama and fake people. A hug lasting more than 20 seconds releases chemicals in your body that make you trust the person you're hugging. Always remember that no amount of guilt can change the past, and no anxiety can alter the future. People are more honest when they are physically tired. That's why people confess things during nighttime conversations. Writing down negative thoughts and throwing them away is a psychological trick that can improve your mood. Chocolate releases the same chemical substance in your body that is produced when you start falling in love. The scent of orange alleviates stress. Smelling or eating an orange can reduce stress by over 70%. Happiness, anger, sadness, fear, disgust, and surprise are the 6 universally expressed emotions. Most of your dreams reflect your mental state at that moment. People tend to be happier when they stay busy, as it prevents them from dwelling on negative aspects of life. Pretending not to worry is the habit of someone who cares the most. Pretending not to worry is the habit of someone who cares the most. And that's all for now. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and give us a thumbs up.